Greetings, a warm welcome to this kitchen. Today we are going traditional. Yes, I'm going to take you through the whole process of buying, choice of food, and then cooking the traditional meal right in this kitchen. Don't forget that this is the kitchen that I always refer to as my restaurant. So it's going to be expensive. Today is the traditional way. Those who know how expensive are the traditional cuisines, they would witness this. So today I went to an Asian shop to look for tilapia. This is a tilapia. Back home, we usually call it bream. So that's the bream fish that I was looking for. I love fish. And if you don't love it, I'm sure you have a problem. If it's not allergy, try white meat is always recommended health-wise. I talk and I will not stop. Try always to eat healthy. It starts from the option of the things that you shop to the preparation of the things that you have shopped to the portion that you put in your plate. It all matters. That's stone ginger beer. I like this because of its extraction. I love the benefits of ginger. All in all, it's all nutritious. This is millet meal. So this millet meal substitutes the maize meal. Maize meal is not highly recommended health-wise, so I would go for different grains. I also have sweet potato. Mabura, that's sweet potato for you guys. I love it with my tea. And you'll see the presentation later on. So I just washed the sweet potatoes. I salted it and boiled. That's all how I want it. You can name all the other recipes of sweet potato, be it mashed, be it creamed, chips. I don't go for those. I love it the natural way, just salted and boiled. That's me. So today, I was just thinking more of my rural home. So I would want to connect as much as possible to my rural home. Mind you, everyone has their own good memories. So these are some of the good memories that I have that connects me to my rural home. Just making natural, nutritious meals straight from the field. It's all organic, into the pot, to the dining table. That's what exactly I'm trying to do today. So bear with me, guys. If you haven't subscribed, this is the time. Subscribe, like, and share. On this platform, we talk healthy meals. We cook them. We share how important is it to take each and every component of whatever I make. So look at this stove. Everything is set. The sweet potatoes have already boiled. I'm making the oxtail stew. And I have two options of starch today. Why do I have two options? I have the millet pap. I also want to put peanut butter rice. I'm giving it two options, especially for the kids. They might not really love the taste of the millet pap since it's not our everyday routine. I am used to it, but they are not. So I just said, why shouldn't we just give them what they love the most? So they are after rice and peanut butter. That's why I have those two. So yeah, as always, I put peanut butter not to see the glass of it, but really to taste it. So that's 100% peanut butter that I'm adding onto the rice. This is well cooked rice that's already simmered. Add your peanut butter, and the rest you shall see it in the plate. It's just going to come out perfectly good. So diabetic people, those who are so particular with their diet, those who want to lose weight, that millet pap that I'm just making is right there for you. Yes, you can compromise with white pap, but the brown one or whatsoever color it has, I'm not so good with colors, but that color it has is for you. You can go for millet, you can go for sorghum, you can also go for rapoko. That is highly recommended, especially for those who want to watch their weight, and especially for those who have chronic illnesses. It just boosts your immune system. It just gives relevant nutrients that you need. That doesn't compromise or interact with any of the medication that you are taking. It doesn't even interact with other supplements that you might be taking. So I promise you, trust this kitchen and trust the information that you get from this kitchen. Back to the stove. That's rice. It's just being mixed well enough to give it a good go. So, as always, I say, when you're cooking, you don't have to mess around. When you're cooking, you have to be as clean. I'm sure you can see that stove is not that clean, but I try my best. All the pots have to be monitored. I cannot do one thing at a time. I'm a multitasker. That's good. I love it. If you are not, go one at a time. Okay, so now you know what's on the stove. Peanut butter rice, millet pap, sweet potatoes, and the oxtail. Now it's storytelling time. Allow me to speak in Shona, guys. Wherever I don't find an English word, because English is not my mother, I'm going to use my Shona. So storytelling time. Once upon a time. That's one of the most good days back then. We used to gather. If you have seen the picture on the thumbnail, that's my roots. That's where this whole story is coming from. Me and my cousins went to fetch firewood right in the mountains. So the closest mountain was approximately 3 kilometers or less from home. We went there. And one very, very big thing that we're always wishing to go and do in that mountain is to be right up on the trigonometrical beacon. You know, that post where you can see the whole, if I can say, around 100-kilometer peg around our community. So that's where we went. From around 2 p.m. until 6 p.m. It was then 6 p.m. when we have just realized that we have no firewood, not even a single stick. But it was time to go home. And we were messing around on that trigonometrical beacon with other friends from the next village. And we were busy in that mountain. Only to hear Grandma shouting, girls, where are you? Come back home. It's now time to eat. She has already even made the meal for the supper. We didn't even have firewood as we said we are going to fetch firewood. We get home. This pap is one of the meal that my grandma used to make. So she made that. Knowingly, she made it, and it was going along with amas or sour cream. So she made that. And she did literally find a good belt for us all, like me and my 3 cousins. We get into the house. Actually, we get into the yard with this type of firewood, which culturally or whatsoever it is in my community, we are not allowed to use that tree as firewood. But that is what exactly we brought from the mountain. So after bringing that, she just realized that it was a trap. Then she said, one of you should bring the firewood into the house, into the kitchen for tomorrow. Because it was almost that time, rain season, it would want dry firewood for the following morning. So one of the cousins then grabbed in the stack of firewood into the kitchen, and she just threw it away. I was the youngest. Fortunate enough, I escaped that. 3 of my cousins were given their good. I don't know what you call it. As pakaro wa benzi. That's all what I know in Shona. Pakaro wa moon. Then, after that, the meal was served. That is pap. Sadzare mapfunde with sour cream. I enjoyed it. My 3 cousins didn't. They were crying. And from that day, lesson learned. Even rural areas, right, in the deepest rural areas, there's some sort of entertainment. That was our place of joy. That was our place of what we could even think of doing anything better other than what we did that day. Going out for the forest, going out into the mountains, things like that. So, story ends here when Monica is now busy finishing to make this type of pap. Now it's now for my family. I'm no longer that naughty young girl that I was narrating in the story. I'm now someone who's so particular with the food that I eat and the food that I make for my family. So from this background I have, it all taught me on how to make each and every one of the traditional meals that I could even feel to go for, and I'm not scared and I'm not even willing to go and get it from any of the restaurants or from any of the traditional cuisines, because I know how to make it so perfectly. If you have any issues in making these meals, don't hesitate. Put a comment. I always get back to you. I'll teach you whatever you want to know about them traditional meals. Please accept the blackjack. I haven't tried to cook the blackjack and I wasn't exposed to it. That's the only thing that I can give a disclaimer. Otherwise, the rest of the traditional dishes, I'm very sure and I'm proud of myself. Proudly Zimbabwean, proudly Mavitori, where we cook pap out of all the smallest grains, because in this region, that's where most of these grains are being found. That's region 4 for you. So, after having this is for supper. And the sweet potato, obviously, I said it's for tea. But I couldn't wait for tea time. It always goes with an avocado. And that's how it goes. Honest to God, guys. I'm sure from this you've learned something, and you're also going to incorporate this into your daily routines. It shouldn't be every day, but once in a while, make it a point. Check what you take and how recommendable is what you take every day. My kitchen, my restaurant. As always, like, subscribe, and share. Look at the outcome, guys. It was so nice alongside ginger beer. That's it. I love you all. Bye-bye.